Heart attacks are serious medical emergencies and cause severe pain and can often lead to death. There are over 200,000 visits to hospitals in the UK each year due to heart attacks. But what actually causes them? The heart is made up of many different branching vessels. If one of these vessels get blocked, it restricts blood flow to this area, reducing the oxygen that reaches these tissues, which can result in cell death. So what's happening when these cells get blocked? Blockages occur due to fatty deposits sitting on the lining of the blood vessel called the endothelium. As these deposits build up, they form a plaque which protrudes into the vessel and gets in the way of blood flow. Currently, when you're admitted to hospital with heart attack symptoms, the immediate treatment given is through the use of stents, which are able to open up the blood vessel and restore blood flow. Stents work by inserting a balloon into the blocked vessel and inflating it to open it up. The metal stent is then inserted to keep the vessel open and to restore the blood flow. There are two types of stents that are used in the treatment of heart attacks. Bare metal stents are a meshwork structure that act to support the dilated vessel so it remains open. Drug-eluting stents serve the same mechanical support but are also coated in a drug that prevents surrounding cells from dividing. This ensures that less scar tissue is formed so the vessel does not become blocked again. This means that after stenting, the heart is in full working order, right? Unfortunately, following heart attack, 25% of patients experience symptoms of heart failure. Heart failure occurs when the heart cannot pump enough blood around the body, usually because the heart muscle has weakened and not enough oxygen is supplied to the tissue. There are 920,000 people living with heart failure in the UK, and this condition increases risk of death by 3 to 4-fold. So why does this heart failure occur after heart attack? Stents are 95% effective at opening up these large vessels once they have become blocked. X-ray images of blood vessels, called angiograms, show the blood flow is restored after stenting following heart attack. However, these do not show the effect on smaller vessels of the heart. Another imaging technique called intravital microscopy shows that although blood flow is restored in the larger vessels, 30 to 40% of patients experience reduced blood flow in the smaller vessels. This is called microvascular obstruction. This is due to ischemia reperfusion injury. Ischemia refers to the decrease in blood flow when the vessel becomes blocked, and reperfusion refers to the reintroduction of oxygen once blood flow is restored. Reintroducing blood increases oxygen levels, which can produce reactive oxygen species. These molecules can be harmful if levels are too high. Reactive oxygen species can be produced by cells of the immune system called neutrophils. They can also be produced by small parts of cells called mitochondria, which usually act to provide energy for the cell. Neutrophils and mitochondria are not usually harmful for the body. However, if these processes are overactivated and overstimulated, such as in ischemia reperfusion injury, this can have harmful effects. These reactive oxygen species are able to damage the walls of the small vessels of the microcirculation and cause further blockages in various ways. One way is through endothelial cells. Endothelial cells are the cells that line the vessel wall, and reactive oxygen species can make these swell. They also cause an increase in the immune cells called neutrophils that were mentioned earlier. These cells are able to stick to the vessel wall and build up, leading to a phenomenon called neutrophil plugging. Neutrophils activate each other, and this causes an inappropriate inflammatory response. Another effect reactive oxygen species have is that they can cause damage to the endothelial cells. When these cells are damaged, small cells called platelets come and fill the hole created by the damage. This leads to the formation of blood clots called microthrombi. All of these mechanisms result in the build-up of other cells and molecules within the microcirculation, causing it to become blocked, and therefore blood flow remains reduced. Researchers are looking at the role of stem cells in reducing this damage to the microcirculation and restoring full blood flow to the heart. Stem cells are cells that have the ability to become any cell type in the body. This is very important in the area of therapy, as they can be used as treatments in various parts of the body and become many different tissues. One way in which stem cells can help improve the microcirculation is by promoting a process called angiogenesis. This means that blood vessels are created from blood vessels that already exist, so blood circulation can improve even when some of the existing vessels are blocked. Stem cells have also been shown to prevent death of the cells of the heart muscle. This means it is less likely to get weaker and can still pump blood around the body efficiently. Finally, stem cells are able to produce molecules called growth factors. These are able to repair the tissue damage in the microcirculation. Although we know that stem cells are able to repair the damage caused to the microcirculation, it is still unsure how these cells actually get to their sites of interest. This is called homing. One way of helping stem cells get to their site of interest is through the use of chemokines. Chemokines are signalling molecules that are able to tell cells where to go, what to do, and how to act. One chemokine, called SDF1, is able to tell the stem cells to produce and express a special receptor. This receptor acts as a pro-migratory factor, which means it is able to guide the stem cells to specific places on the vessel wall of the microcirculation. Another way to improve stem cell homing is through the use of selectins. There are many different types of these, but one in particular, called E-selectin, has been shown to cause the promotion of expression of certain molecules called integrins on the surface of the vessel wall. These are able to attract stem cells to guide them towards the vessel wall and help them stick to it. Finally, researchers are looking at ways that pre-treating cells with certain substances may help increase homing to vascular sites. Studies have already looked at how treating stem cells with hydrogen peroxide increases homing to the injured gut after ischemia-reperfusion injury. This works by increasing the affinity of the stem cell towards the site of injury, which means the stem cells become more attracted to this particular area. This opens up the opportunity to research which substances can treat stem cells to become more attracted to injured sites in the microcirculation of the heart. Heart attacks are very common in the UK and are due to blockages in the large vessels supplying the heart muscle. Currently, stents are used to open up these vessels and restore blood flow. However, even though these open up the larger vessels, the smaller ones called microvessels can become damaged and blocked further, called microvascular obstruction. This can lead to heart failure. However, researchers are currently looking at how stem cells can be used to help fix the damage caused by microvascular obstruction in order to restore full blood flow for a fully functional heart. This research provides an opportunity to decrease further complications after heart attack and provides a new hope in preventing heart failure.